Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dr. Gomati. So today I'm going to take a session on creating a Python visuals in Power BI. So how and what situation we should use Python. So before we proceed, I'd like to tell you a few things about myself. I'll not take more than 2 minutes. So I'm Dr. Gomati, Microsoft's most valuable professional, and I'm a Microsoft certified trainer as well. I did my doctorate in machine learning and data science, which brings me this Asia and Book of India books of records. So the thing is like I have designed a tool to predict a disease using machine learning and the data science, and that tool brings me this records. And I'm a global speaker, and I have published two books, and another book is on the way to be published on Business Central, and I have a 6 national patent and 6 international patent. Beyond that, I have completed various certifications, like I'm a Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst Associate, Power Platform Developer, Solution Architect Expert. I have a YouTube channel, so where I'll be talking about Python and Power BI and Business Central. And if you want to connect with me through LinkedIn, you can please scan this QR code. So thank you for giving me time to give an introduction. So today's agenda is I'll start with a simple use case about a retail company, and we will understand why we should use Power BI. What is the exact power of Power BI and the challenges in the standard visuals in the Power BI. And we'll be entering into using Python into Power BI in that particular scenario, and which brings Python into Power BI. So we'll be discussing about creating two charts. One is a 3D plot and second one is a rich line plot. So what is the scenario and why we are into creating this two charts? So I'll be explaining that, and that'll be a demo. I haven't added a Q&A. Why? Because you can ask me questions in between, because this is I will be writing a code explaining how it works. So you can stop me right there and you can ask the question to me. Okay. So don't hesitate, don't carry forward your question. If it is a general question related to Python or Power BI, you can ask me in the end. I'll give you 5 minutes to ask the questions. And during the presentation, like during using 3D plots and the ridgeline plot, if you have any queries, you can ask me immediately. You can unmute or you can send a chat. I hope you are good to go. Yes, shall we start? Okay, so I hope you all are fine. So today we are delving into the strategic approach of a retail company known for its wide array of products, ranging from the latest electronics to a fashion literature. So we should have some objective, right, to use the Python. Why we have to bring in Python? So our focus is on leveraging a treasure trove of data that spans across these varied categories. So by meticulously analyzing this data, we aim to achieve a twofold enhancement goal. What are my twofold enhancement goal is what? One is analytical objective and the correlation analysis. Okay. So if it is an analytical objective, so we will be elevating the level of customer purchasing patterns. Okay. A metric that stands as a testament to our service excellence and product quality. And the second one, this also includes the outliers. And the second one is what we have to sharpline the sales strategy, ensuring it is as effective and efficient as it can be. Now, how do we intend to accomplish this? So that is very important. So our correlation analysis, we have to use some correlation analysis objectives. So if we are going to do some correlation analysis, it will be like threefold. Like we begin by identifying the patterns. These patterns give us insights into purchasing behaviors, telling us stories of what resonates with our customer. And next, we will be detecting the clusters. Okay, so these clusters are significant as they represent common characteristics among our customers, providing a window into their preferences. So we will understand two important things. So the one is like an outlier. So we have to detect the clusters and spot the outlier. The second one is we have to find the relationship between the customer age, sales figure, and the customer satisfaction level. So the Power BI. So this is what in today's data centric world, Power BI stands as a beacon of transformation, a tool that not only handles data but metamorphoses it into actionable insight. It's where data, regardless of its size and complexity, is simplified into visualizations that tell a story, a narrative that drives organization forward. So definitely Power BI will give us a better decision making power, and it's like we can make a clarity and evidence of all our data. Fine. So if we want to use Power BI, what are all the challenges? So I found three challenges and why I should go with the Power BI beyond the Power BI standard visuals. So here you can see these are all the Power BI standard visuals. Okay. So we have bar chart. Yes, we have donut chart, pie chart, tables, card, everything. But let's address some of the challenges we often encounter with these traditional visuals. The tool is powerful, but there are areas where we hit a wall, especially when we seek a tailored analytical expression. So the first one is what? Limited customization. Standard visuals are like off the rack cloths. They fit many, but not be a perfect for all the data and visualization. When we require a specific visual representation that aligns with our unique brand or complex data set, the limited customization options of traditional Power BI visuals can be significant constraint. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. So it works to a degree, but it's not quite right. So the next important thing is what? Complex data relationship. Our data is multidimensional, which is like a reality. But when we try to capture this complexity within the confines of a single traditional visual, we often lose out on depth and nuance. So it's akin to capture a bustling city's life in a single photograph. So we have to go ahead with what we need a visual to show up the complex data relationship. And finally, I encounter a user experience. The true power of a visual lies not just on its beauty, but it's in the clarity and intuitiveness. So we need some more better visuals to use our data and visualize our data in a better way. So yes, then we have to enter. This is where I felt something which I'm missing, and I wanted to enter into the realm of Python, bringing Python into Power BI. So in Python into Power BI, we have various advantages. The first one is what? Elevated customization. So Python scripting in Power BI unlocks unparalleled customization capabilities. Users are not confined to the default set of visuals, but can instead create highly tailored visual representation that better align with their data storytelling needs. So the next comes the bespoke visualization. Leveraging Python allows for the creation of specialized visuals that are not available within Power BI standard offering. So this includes, we can include the charts from various libraries Pandas, NumPy. We can bring in Matplotlib. There are various charts which are available in Python, which we can enable that. Next one is enhanced user engagement. Python integration brings advanced interactivity to Power BI reports. This includes dynamic elements within visuals that respond to user actions such as selections or hover events, providing a more engaging and interactive experience for the report viewers. Next comes analytical depth. With Python, Power BI users can go beyond surface level insights to perform sophisticated statistical analysis and predictive modeling directly within their reports. Next comes the data processing power. So Power BI with Python enhances data preparation capabilities. Users can utilize Python scripts to clean, transform, and enrich their data set before visualizing them, ensuring that the data displayed is as accurate and insightful as possible. And integration with other libraries. So as we all know, Python has large and variety of libraries to deal with. So Python's extensive library ecosystem means users can leverage additional functionalities from text analysis with NLP libraries to advanced data manipulation with pandas. This opens up a world of possibilities for data analysis and visualization. So that's why we can choose Python. There are even more reasons to use Python and Power BI. So I have listed few things. So any doubt till this, you can just ask me, unmute and ask me, or you can just send a chat. I'm just proceeding. So please don't hesitate to ask the queries. Okay. So yes, so how Python and Power BI come together? The Python and Power BI reasons is what, as I told, seamless integration. You can integrate Python into Power BI. I will show you how I have integrated. And custom visuals creation. You can create whatever the visual which are there in Python library, you can create it. Advanced data analysis, you can create advanced data analysis. Dynamic insights, extensive data processing, cross-platform compatibility. So we have cross-platform compatibility as well. Okay, so initially we have discussed about a use case, right? I have to design a 3D chart, and I also wanted to find the outliers, I have to cluster. So all these things, I have two solutions for doing that. So what the solution is, a ridge line plot in Python. So we are going to see in this today's demo, we are going to see about the ridge line plot in Python and 3D plot. So what does that ridgeline plot objective? The main objective is to identify patterns indicating purchasing behaviors and detect outliers signifying common customer characteristics. So a ridgeline plot is ideal for detailed distribution analysis, making it a powerful tool for achieving analytical objectives. So if you wanted to understand any distributions between a product category or sales figures or something, or if you wanted to detect the clusters, or if you wanted to spot the outliers, then you can go with what? Ridgeline plot. And I have another solution for a second case is what? The 3D plot. So this plot will allow us to examine the relationship between the customer age and the sales figures, the sales figure and the customer satisfaction. That is 3D plot will be there, three-dimensional plot, where I can use these three attributes here. So a 3D plot is exceptionally suited for correlation analysis, particularly when exploring complex relationship involving multiple variables. So multi-dimensional relationship, if you want to show up the multi-dimensional relationship between customer age, sales figure, and the customer satisfaction level, you can use this 3D plot. So when you have to use this, that is what I'm just telling you. Then the second important thing when you can use the 3D plot is what? Identifying trends. Okay, if you want to identify trends between three different attributes and spotting the correlations, we can even use this for spotting up the correlations as well. Okay, so that is where our rich line plot and the 3D plot comes into a scene. So let me show you a demo. I hope I'm clear till now. If you have any queries, you can just ask me. I'm going to open Power BI here. Okay, so this is my Power BI screen. So if anyone is new to Power BI, I'll just give you a quick intro about it. So this is Power BI. So this is your canvas where you will be, this is the visualization where you will be creating all your visuals. So here you can see this is your report view. And I told you there are some default visuals which are available. Okay, so here you can see that these are the default visuals which are available in Power BI itself directly. Okay. So now you can see, I'll just show you with importing the data. The first thing which you have to do is what? Import the data. So my data is in CSV format. CSV means comma separated value format. Okay, so if I wanted to import that, I have to go here, get data, and go and select text or CSV. So why I'm showing it from the beginning is what that will be few or one, even one if you are new to Power BI, so you should know like how we are importing the data. So that is why I'm just showing this to you. So this is a CSV data, and once if you select your exact data, so this is my data, customer satisfaction. So I have only few data because I wanted to load it fast and show the result soon. So that is why I'm just using the small data. So it has date, sales, product category, customer age, and customer satisfaction. So yes, it is showing all the columns and the rows here. Just click load because my data is clean. Okay, if you wanted to do some transactions or some changes into your data, you have to just go ahead with the transformation, that is cleaning your data. Okay, so first let us create a ridge line plot. So we are importing the data. This is the first one. And the second step which you have to do is what you have to configure Python into Power BI. Okay, we are going to use Python in Power BI. So you have to configure Python. So for that, you have to install Python in your desktop. So install Python. First thing you have to do, install your Python. And second one is get the path where you have installed Python. You have to get the path. Okay, exact location where you have installed Python. Okay, and the third thing is you have to configure Python. So just go to file. Okay, to configure Python, you have to go to file. You can see there is an options and settings which is available here. So click here, options and settings, and then click here, options. You can see there is an options available. Just click options. Now it will open the window, a small pop-up window of an options. Okay. So here you can see Python scripting. Those, if anyone is trying with me, are you using Python? Just you can raise the hands or you can just tell me if you are using Power BI with me. Oh, which other tools can be used to create a custom visual? There is another tool which is called R. Okay, it's not a tool, it's a power programming language. You can also use R programming language. S, is anyone is doing with me? You can just raise a hand or else just reply as S, because I will just explain in that manner, or else I'll just go ahead if you are using that with me. Okay, I hope. Okay, fine, no problem. So here you can see there is a Python script. Okay, so once if you click on this Python script, you can see the other options, Python scripting. So the thing is you have to paste your path, okay, the location where you have installed Python. Okay, so that is important. So I have installed a Python in my location under C, user, admin, app, data, local programs, and Python. Okay, so I have installed here. Even if you are using R, you have to come and configure that here. Okay, so here I have installed Python. Clear? I hope you are clear till here. Then you have to click OK. Once you have completed configuring Python, you have to click OK and it will be great. Great. Thank you so much, Ahmed, for your response. So if you have, once you have installed Python, then it is better to close and relaunch Power BI again, because it has to set up that configuration, right? Thank you, Abdullah. So you have to first do all these things. Okay, so the next thing which we have to see is what we have to use the Python visual. Okay, the first you have to install Python. Second, you have to configure get the location. Third is you have to configure Python link in the Power BI. The fourth, you can directly go ahead and use your Python. So you have this visual called PY. Okay, PY means Python and R means R programming. Okay, you can also bring it from here. Okay, so you can see there are more visuals here. Okay, you can also see the more visuals from here. That is also possible. So this is how you can bring in Python. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So just to click on this PY. Okay, once if you click PY, it will ask you this particular pop-up. Okay, this is what the code which you are telling Power BI to enable Python scripting. So just click enable. This is important. Okay, click enable. Your Python scripting will be enabled here. Okay, and now what we are going to do is what we have to create a ridgeline plot, and I'm going to create a ridgeline plot between customer age, sales, and customer satisfaction. So what we have to do is what, go ahead and select customer age, okay, sales, and customer satisfaction. So the one thing which you have to note down is what, see, whenever you create any, whenever you select any attribute or a column, it will make it as a data frame and store it in the data set variable. You can see this is a data set variable and this is the, this is what we have selected now, okay, from here. Okay, so please don't delete this. You may think like it is showing as a hash, then it is a comment line. No, it is not comment line. This is comment line and the instruction for Power BI. Okay, don't ever delete this because this mistake I have did when I was trying Python for the first time. Okay, before 2 years. So don't ever do this mistake. So you should not delete this, and you have to use all your data, like whatever the data you have selected, customer age, sales, and satisfaction, that you have to use it as a data set inside a data set data frame. Okay, so the thing is, if I start typing the complete code, it will take time. So already I have written the code, and now we are going to use that code. Okay, we will understand how this code is working. First, let us first copy this code and paste it. So this is the code for creating a ridge line plot. If somebody is, usually in most of the session, someone will be trying out with me because they'll be getting some errors. So they will try out with me. So if you are trying, I can send the code in the comment section or else just in the chat, or else I'll just explain it. Okay. If you need it, just send a chat like code or something. I can send the code, or else just understand. So this plot, I will explain the complete code. Don't worry. Let us just execute it and see. Okay, so in order to execute, you have to select this button, this play button. Okay, we are going to create a plot here. We are going to create a ridgeline plot, and we will see how this ridgeline plot is creating. So you can see here is something is processing. Okay, it is creating the Python visual in Power BI for us. So let us wait for a few minutes for the Python to create it. So what I have used it, everything I will explain you, complete program I'll explain why we have used this particular library, right from using the library towards using or everything, like what is the color and everything. Okay, I hope let it generate. I don't want to waste the time for that to generate. Let me explain that first. Thank you, Ahmed. So this is the first one. Okay, import pandas as PD. I hope we all might have known about the pandas. So panda is a data frame. Sorry, it's a, wait a minute. Let me just see. Product category. Okay. Okay, I have product category. Okay, sales, product category. One minute, just give me some time. Sales, product category, and okay. Sales, product category, and okay, so I haven't used this, so that is why it's showing sales and product category. Okay, this is 3D. Okay, I'm sorry about it. Sales and product category. Let me just remove this, and I'll creating a new one, not to avoid confusion. Okay, Sorry, I thought it's a 3D plot. So sales and product category. Okay, so let us just copy this. It's a ridgeline plot. So I have wrongly checked the for the 3D plot. I'm so sorry about it. So let it create. Okay. So meanwhile, I'll just explain the code. It's pandas and matplotlib. Most probably we'll be knowing that the pandas library is used to create a data frame. Okay, it will convert it into the list and arrays. Okay, yeah, it has created the ridgeline plot. Okay, we'll first understand a code, and I'll also explain you like why what is the inference of this plot. Okay. So we have used the sales and product category, and matplotlib is again a word. It's a library in Python. It's a library in the Python, and pyplot is another thing which another library which is used inside the matplotlib. Okay, and we have used the alias name because why I have to again and again indicate like pandas dot matplotlib dot pyplot dot like that. So I have created the alias name, and joypy is an another is a class inside the joyplot. Joyplot is also a library, a package in the Python. Okay, is joyplot. So joyplots are used to create the density plots. Like by this is the density plot, right? This is the ridgeline plot. What it will do is it will create a stacking by overlapping and make it a different density plot. Okay, and also yes, other things are we usually know like what all these things are. So next one is as we all know, the data which I have selected is stored in the data set. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm creating first, I'm sorting the data. Okay, because for for creating a rich line, it has to be properly sorted. Okay, the data set is sorted by only the product category. I'm just sorting the product category. Okay, like you can see here in the visual, you can see it is first one, it is showing books, the second one it's showing clothing, and the third one is electronics. So we are sorting it according to the category, and this is where we have to create the rich line plot. Okay, this will plt dot figure, this will initialize a new figure for plotting. Okay, it will initialize, then fig and comma axis. So here we are just creating the axis and the figures. Okay, so in joyplot is a function which is inside the joyplot class. Okay, and here I am using data. Okay, so joyplot, using joyplot only we can create a ridgeline plot as well. Okay, so I have to tell what data, what are the columns which I'm going to use. Okay, so I am telling here I'm going to use this data set, sales and product category. So this is what data set. Inside my data set, I hold this sales and product category. Okay, so I'm explaining that, and by what you have to display that, by product category I wanted to display, and this is the figure size. Okay, what is the figure size of the plot? So it is 12 to 8. Okay, and then it's a color map. So color map, this defines the color scheme of the plot. Okay, so this is where it is the color map is a popular choice for its clear graduation from clear gradation from the light to the dark, and its accessibility for those with color vision deficiencies. So usually I'll be using Verdus. So apart from this, we have various other color map as well. Okay, so this is for creating the color, and then next one I'm giving legend is equal to true. The legend here, it is showing the legend, right? I'm just telling the legend is equal to true. Okay, so this is how you can create a easy color, easy maps and the easy visual in your Power BI using Python. Okay, so this is the simple way. This is to create your ridgeline plot. This complete thing is to create your ridgeline plot, and then I'm setting a title for my plot for my visual. So this PLT, this title, you can easily set through the matplotlib. Okay, this is the basic library. That is a base library for any like if you want to generate any visuals, then we'll be using this. So PLT is what this. We have used the alias. So if I haven't give the alias, then it will be like matplotlib.pyplot.title. Okay, ridgeline plot of sales of by category. And finally, you have to display this PLT.show. This is important because if you didn't use this, it will throw you an error. I'll show you what is the error it will show. Okay, because usually whenever we create Python, we have that fear of getting the errors. It will show a lot of errors even if we miss a single parenthesis, single important line. So it will show you like no image was created because plt.show will display the plot. Okay, in Python, specifically in the report view, you have to display the plot. Python will not generate anything else in your Python report. Okay, only if you use plt.show, it will show you the proper result. Okay. Any other questions? In this particular, we will be seeing about a 3D plot as well that I'll show you. Is there any questions here in this particular code? If any generic question, please ask me at the end, like anything related to the use case. Okay, great. Thank you, Abdullah. Questions? Okay, I think we can go ahead. So I haven't done. I have one more visual to show. Okay, I just want to understand any question in this particular code. So the second plot, we have generated one plot. Okay, I'm going to create the second plot here. Okay, again, I have to use the py, that is the Python. This is your Python code. In order to create your Python code, you have to use this. Okay, so now this is the code for my 3D plot. Okay, so customer age, sales, and customer satisfaction. So let us click customer age, sales, and customer satisfaction. It is not mandatory that it should be in the order. Okay, you can just go ahead with anything. So I'm just going to use matplotlib. This is a very simple code to create Python 3D plot. Okay, 3D plot, and you have to show the plot here. So I'm just clicking. So here it will show you the plot. I will be explaining the inference. What is the inference of that particular ridgeline plot and the 3D plot? So here you can see this is a 3D plot, which shows the three-dimensional view of the three important factors in customer age, sales, and customer satisfaction. Okay, so let me just quickly explain this plot. Then we will move on to the inference of both the image. So here, the first one is like we have to import the necessary packages or libraries or whatever. So matplotlib is what we are using, and I'm also using Access 3D. Okay, Access 3D is another important package in Python. And then the next one is I wanted to create a image with this size. Okay, plt.figure 10,7 height and width. I wanted to tell. And then 3D plot. If you wanted to create a 3D plot, you have to use plot.subplot. Okay, so this is your projection. You are telling that it should be 3D. And the scatter plot, if you are creating a scatter plot, you have to tell like what you have to tell. What is a scatter plot? I have to create because the use case, in that use case, we have found that the challenges. Okay, we have to create a scatter plot. We have to find the outlier. So here I have used the data set, sales. I will answer the few questions I can see. First, I'll complete the content. I think you are asking the generic question. Definitely, I'll answer. Please allow me 5 minutes. And I am telling that I need this blue color. Okay, so this dots represents the blue color. So this is the blue color. Okay, if you want it in a different color, you can make it as a different color here. Okay, C means color. And the marker. What type of marker? It's a circle marker, right? If you wanted a plus like symbol, you can also make it like plus. And the next is, so you have to set the label, set X label to customer age. This is my X axis. Okay, this is my X axis to customer age. And then what you have to set, you can tell what is your X axis, what is your Y axis. Y label is sales, and the Z label is customer satisfaction. This is my Y axis, and this is my Z axis. Okay, and then you have to give the title 3D scatter plot, and then finally you have to display that. Okay, plt.show, you can see that. Fine, so this is how you can create the 3D plot. I'll give you the inference of this plot, and then quickly I will explain all the questions to you. Okay, so here you can see that the customer age, sales are generated across a wide range of customer ages. So you can see that the customer age is between 20 to 55. Okay, so it covers almost all the range. I think 55 is not there. Okay, you can see 50 to 55, there is no sales was happening. Okay, and if you see about, this is what the independent satisfaction, I think these people are more satisfied, so they are coming often, and these people are not finding a proper product for their age. Okay, and you can see that customer satisfaction appears to be dependent of age, and other than the age. Okay, other than the age, the most influential thing is what the sales happening very much, and the customer satisfaction. So if you see the customer satisfaction, this particular block is between the customer satisfaction. Definitely I'll answer. Please give me 2 minutes of time. I'll just explain the inference. Any specific question in the code or the inference, you can ask me. Please unmute and ask me. So here you can see the customer satisfied, which customers are more satisfied between 20 to 40. Okay, so here you can see these customers are more satisfied. Okay, this is how you can infer. So based on this, you can create a sales spread across the customer age, and the company can maintain a broad marketing strategy that appeals to all age groups. Okay, and however, there should be a targeted marketing campaigns could also be tested to see between the age of 50 to 55. Okay, that is very important. Yes, I'm just coming to the questions. I'm sorry. Okay, so from where we can build the code from scratch? What do you mean by the scratch? Are you asking about the basic charts, or I think Abdullah, please, you can unmute and tell, or ask, or you can even send a message. So from scratch, in the sense, I'm thinking like if you wanted to learn Python separately and bring into Python, you're asking about it, or if you wanted to start from the simple Python visual in Power BI, you can even send me a reply. I think the same question from Dimas Yada. I hope I didn't misspell your name. Sorry. Even you can tell me from scratch, in the sense you're asking about the basic visual towards the advanced visual in Python, Power BI, using Python, or you wanted to learn Python separately and coming into the Power BI. I would like to add that there are other plots that we can show the correlation, like heat map. Yes, exactly. Correct, Ahmed. But the heat map is also available in Power BI Visual. Okay, so here you can directly use heat map. For that, I should not go for the Power Python. So what I prefer is what all the basic charts are there in Power BI itself, like bar charts, heat maps, what to say, funnel chart, even dual axis charts are available in Power BI as well. Okay. In that case, I feel like you don't want to go with the Python. So you can create a tree heat maps as well there. So you can use the matplotlib, which is there, and also the other libraries as well. Yes, you can use. I have just taken this as an example. Okay, this particular visual as an example to create it, because I just want to show you some different visual out of the box. So that is why. Anyhow, Python visuals are always easy to generate, because only thing is you have to load the proper data set and generate it. How can you publish this visual public for all? Yes, it's same as how we will do it for the other visuals. Like simple, you have to save and publish this. You can simply save this and click publish. This will be published to everyone. Like if you wanted to show it as a public, it will be published. Any doubts? Thank you, Ahmed. I'll just write a comment. I want to just conclude it. It's a general one. If you have any queries, please, I'll also give you the time to conclude. Sorry, time to ask the queries as well. So the before that, just wanted to conclude that we have explored the powerful capabilities of Power BI with the Python scripting. Okay, so the visualization can be even more better. So in Python, we have various other more than I think 500 packages are there specifically in Python, and we can almost use every packages here. The only thing is like I found some challenges when using a different package like animated charts. Okay, creating an animated charts that directly is not working in Python. Okay, sorry, working in Power BI, but I need it needs more and more add-ons. I'm just exploring on it. Hopefully, at least by the next session, I will show you some animated chart if I get the opportunity to present it in front of you. So if you have any questions, is open to you. Thank you everyone. Thank you Ahmed. Thank you Hamzi, Sarah, and Saman. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it properly. Thank you all for this, and thank you, Mohammed, for this wonderful opportunity and for accepting my my session. I'm hoping for the upcoming session opportunities in the upcoming session as well. Thank you, Salma.